Hi, this is Vikram. So now we are going to discuss about the probability. So first we should know what is probability. Probability is the possibility or chance of occurring of an event, or just you can say the guessing about the outcomes of an event or experiment. So in this definition, we have seen three new words: experiments, events, and outcomes. Let us understand these three words one by one. Suppose there is a school bag, and in this bag we have five books, the three books for science and two for mathematics. So we want to take one by one books from these bags. So when we take out one book, then it can be of physics, it can be of mathematics, either both are possible. So this is called an experiment, means ki having a bag with five books and taking the books one by one. This is an example of experiment. And the book, obviously the books will be of science and mathematics, so these are the outcomes of this experiment. And event is the outcome, actually single outcome. Each outcome is called an event of this experiment. Actually probability is very useful in the real life also. Probability has two approaches: practical approach and theoretical approach. Practical approach means just this type of experiment that we can perform. We can toss two coins and check the outcomes, that is head or tail. And in a given box, we can put some balls that is of red color, black color, and white color, and taking it the balls one by one. This is also an experiment. So this is the experimental approach of probability. But there are theoretical approach also, which is most important. In some cases, we can't perform the real experiment. Suppose launching a satellite, we cannot do it again and again. Or suppose we are checking the strength of the building, that it will fall down, it will collapse in the earthquake or not. By real earthquake, we can't check it. Such as for weather forecasting, in betting for sports. In this type of situations, we can't do the experiment, we just guess the outcomes. So this guessing of outcomes or chance of being that outcome is called the probability. So now we should understand probability more clearly by these examples. This is the empirical formula for finding the probability of any event. Means ki probability of event is number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. Just we can take the example of this bag. Suppose this is a school bag that contains five books. Suppose ki there are three books for physics and two books for mathematics, and we have to choose the books one by one from this bag. So this is an example of experiment. We take a bag and there are five books and we can take it one by one. This is obviously an experiment. And the outcomes is that if either the book will be of physics or mathematics, these are the outcomes. But we have to find the probability of event. Suppose what is the probability for being the book of mathematics? Then we can write using this formula, the probability for being the book mathematics is number of favorable outcomes. Means ki favorable outcomes, there are two favorable outcomes. The condition of desired event is called favorable outcomes. So there are two books for mathematics. By total outcomes, there are total five books. So this is the probability for the mathematics book in this experiment. We can take another examples also. What is the probability for being the physics book? The probability will be 3 out of 5. That is, there are 3 books for physics and there are total 5 books. So we will write 3 out of 5. By this event, this is the event of that experiment. We can see it clearly. One very important thing, that the probability for maths plus probability for physics, so this is physics, is 2 by 5 plus 3 by 5. The result will be 5 by 5, that is what? means ki the outcome will be either physics or maths. So their outcomes are 1. Means ki the maximum outcome can be 1. And suppose we want to check that what is the probability for being chemistry book. So there is no any book of chemistry. The probability will be 0 out of 5. That is 0. So if there is no book in this bag, then the probability will be 0. So we can see clearly that the probability can range between 0 to 1. Means the probability can be either 0 or greater than 0 or 1 and less than 1. This is the very important formula for finding, for doing some questions, that probability of event plus probability of not event is equal to 1. This is very important formula of probability.